the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden and Charles
They don't even have Chris Jones.
Thank you, Coach, from beautiful
Huh?
South Florida.
They don't have Chris Jones.
We have Chris Jones.
I know, so it's not that bad.
They still about to carve you up on that defense.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match
Oh, they
up
went and gauge
between the
eight.
New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins.
I'm about to show Tom Brady who's really the
Hi,
GOAT, though.
Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They're losers their last time out, so they'll look
God,
to
I
make
need to get a
amends
wide
here.
receiver next
And
year.
one of the best
Bad.
ways you can do that is to be at home. And
John
they
Brown
are.
is not
They're
the
gonna try
answer.
and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I missed it.
So time to start going in the other
Why
direction.
didn't I kick the field goal? Tom, tell me.
I don't know.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to float this
God
one
damn.
deep right side.
Oh, that's a pick.
Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening
Tom Brady
drive.
tried to disrespect
That's a throw
us.
we'd like to have back. Now 4th
Did he
down.
disrespect you?
No, he tried, though.
Third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense.
It was like 3rd and 1, and he was like, fuck it, I'm
Gotta
going
be
deep.
effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
I really
This
fucked
is
up.
taken at the 18.
Should kick that field goal.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing is Jackson, and this one's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
So now
Pick it,
2nd and
bitch.
10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
To throw again, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Parker, the intended target.
Fuck me.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. From the 44, Brady. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Well, who's covered?
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tom, this isn't good.
Back at the 27
Too bad, bro.
line. He's sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I know
The cheese doesn't always work,
because they went right
just
back
so
to
you
the air
know.
after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard, he can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. That's Hines. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Nice.
There's only 2 yards.
There, yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
58's the money.
Fuck me.
4th down, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And
they blocked my field goal.
Defense is going to take over on down. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that, D?
Momentum swing.
And, you know,
I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief.
Oh, don't give me a fucking face mask.
The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady.
Come on, we got to get field goal range.
Here's Brady. That's caught by Treadwell. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a
Can we get in the field goal range and get a field goal before half?
Make that big play really hurt.
Shit, I don't know.
1st and goal just outside the
I can't
5.
move the ball. Well, they blocked the field goal on me, so.
They keep having my corners just stand around and get beat.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
All right, good.
Chris Chris Manhurst.
This is rough.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Let's try this.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
14-0.
They're up.
Yep.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly
I've thrown
well
2 weird
obvious.
picks, man. Where it shouldn't be a pick, but it's a pick.
Offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too
like Hakeem Grant is literally getting covered by fucking slow-ass Hightower.
Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way.
I don't even know how, like, he's manning him up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, fuck.
Going deep here for Parker.
God.
That's good.
I missed.
Well, he'll take this
I missed the field goal. God damn it.
Touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention.
Turn over. Come on.
Go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes.
Pick the ball up.
No
Pick the ball up.
so far.
Oh,
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter.
Somebody get
it away for the
fucking
2nd
open.
time. So a change of possession here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's
we need a
intercepted.
touchdown here, guys.
Picked
Come on.
off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. We asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Brady going to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful?
I missed 3 field goals
playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Actually,
so
I've missed 2.
If you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your
2 field goals,
front.
one was blocked, one hit the post.
Tackle. It doesn't matter.
I'm down.
You just exchange someone to bring
10 to 3.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Raekwon McMillan leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
We need a turnover. Come on, defense, get a stop.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'll get some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Hines. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure.
Holding, come on.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Good. Except.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He'll rifle this in deeper. That's caught inside the 20. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
No,
because
don't.
Some teams
There you
sprint
go.
to start a half. Other teams just go, okay,
Say, he's
these
wide
are the
open.
sequence
Don't
of
fuck
plays
that
we want
up.
to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Continues.
Tahan, I'm getting fucked up.
Damn, son.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson flushed out right.
Fucking throw it!
Find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite
fumbled the ball.
Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got
20-3. I can't score offensively.
The bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
You piece of shit.
Meetings with coaches, and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
Okay, booth review.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now.
All right,
Scoreboard, big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Jackson will throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon.
Oh, my God. No one's blocked this man all game.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And my God. Down to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled.
I lost 20-3.
And he's taken down.
Fuck
Shane Ray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments, run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one brought in by Sanu. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 4th down. And here he's got Grant. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
All right, I'm going to hop off.
Play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. The Dolphins on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes Grant on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. So the Dolphins now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:12 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st down, Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They run again with Hines. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
3 down, 3 down.
Brady gives this to White, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They stay on the ground with White. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right, whether it was in the